everybody, it's Pam at the Paper Outpost. Hi, somebody asked me about flat back buttons or flat buttons. What can we do with those with our junk journals? And there's about 1,000,001 things, but I just wanted to show you a couple things today. Maybe we did some shank button things the other day. I'm going to try and put a link down below if I remember. And now we're going to do some flat back button ideas. And there's a lot of things that you can do. Okay, well, let me just show you. You can make little stacks of little flat back buttons and dangle them from a paper clip. See, they dangle really nicely. And you can just use these to clip things onto the sides of pages in your junk journals. And then this little doodad will hang out on the edge of your book, which will look really cute. Give some movement, some tactile feeling, some texture, some noise. See, there's button noise. We love that. You can also do the same thing on a paper clip. This is not a paper clip. This is a safety pin. Thank you. And dangle this one. Okay, you can do that as well. See, the safety pin has a natural little jump ring on the end, and that makes it nice and easy to dangle things from. And you can pin this onto a piece of fabric in your junk journal, or even a piece of paper, or you could glue the entire safety pin down to a page or to the edge of a page or something like that. But you could have this little doodad. They remind me of the Way Outs from the Flintstones cartoon. If you remember those, way out, way out. And I don't know why they just look like those to me. But you can stack them like this and they're really cute. You could also hang these from spine dangles or spine jewelry if you wanted to give your junk journal a nice tail coming from the spine with all sorts of little glittery doodads on it. You can do that. Very fun and easy. And then also, you can incorporate paper beads mixed in with your buttons, and you can make little links like this. Now you could dangle these from spine dangles. You could also dangle these from the page if you want on the side, or you could dangle these from, if you have a sash going around your junk journal to hold the big thing together, you could dangle these things from the end of the sash. Wouldn't that be pretty? That'd be very pretty. And if I could remember, I will put the video on how we made those. These are very simple. And let's make some. Okay, so what to start with? The easiest thing to start with, and I'm looking, I'm going to try and not click off accidentally, but I've got all my metallic hardware stuff out. Kind of see this stuff? It's all that stuff. And when I was making my kits the other day, I thought I need to play with this stuff more because there's lots of fun. There's fun to be had here. We must have some fun with this stuff. Stop hoarding, Pam. Stop it. Okay. One of the easiest things to start with is an eye pin. If you have jewelry eye pins, great. That just has a little eye on the end there. And if you don't have these, you can get them at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or buy them online. They usually come in packs, and you can do all sorts of things. The nice thing about the eye pin, it has two great things. One, it's a natural stopper. So if you put a button, a flat button, it's not going to come off the end. You don't have to worry about putting a seed bead or anything there to stop it. You don't have to worry if your seed bead will be big enough to fit on the pin, anything like that. For example, if you used I think this is a head pin. It just looks like it has a little head on the end of it. This will probably go right through. See, it won't hold. But if you only have these, and sometimes we only have these, let me show you what you can do. This is just an easy workaround. You can use a seed bead, which would be, I have some right here. I'll see if I've got one with a big enough hole in it. We'll just try one. This is just one little tiny, a mid-sized seed bead, I guess. The tiniest ones won't fit over these things, but it'll be your natural stopper. And then you can put buttons on here and they won't fall off. So that's one thing that you can do. And that actually looks cute. Let's just keep going with this because now I like that. You can use a seed bead between every button, and that might give you some nice variety as you're making your little creations here. And it's a great way to use up these little beads if you've been hanging onto them forever like I have. Yeah, get in there and use them. Use them up, and they make really pretty little dangles. So let's just finish this one so you get an idea. And you can just leave about an inch, I guess, at the top. You just need enough so that you can close the whole thing off. And you can go smaller, 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 making like a Christmas tree style idea. Or you can just do them random. You don't have to follow any rules. I love this little button. This is the cutest little vintage button. It's so tiny. It's just so cute. Put you aside, maybe put you on the top. We need another bead. You can use bugle beads. Often bugle beads don't have a big enough hole. Bugle beads are these kinds of beads, but they have very tiny holes. Maybe you can find ones with bigger holes, but the traditional ones, small holage. You can use all the same color buttons. You can vary your button color. You can just have a lot of fun with your buttons. And so if you're looking for something to do with your buttons and you just like, I got a lot of, see, I did a double. You could do doubles too. They don't have to have a seed bead between each. You can make little sandwiches. Yes. And so let's make a little sandwich. It doesn't matter whether the button's 2 or 4 holes. It off centers it a little bit, but I think that gives movement to your piece. So you're going to have some wee. See that? You got wee. Yeah, that's what you have. And I think that's a good day when you have that. I wouldn't argue with that. Never. Putting that tiny button on top. Maybe I'll put a seed bead on the top. Just to, I don't know, feel complete about it all. And my hands are still dirty from the previous crafting session. Please forgive me. I think you guys understand. Okay, so now I'm going to make a loop. These are round nose pliers, they're little jewelry pliers. You can get these in any Michael's or Hobby Lobby or buy them online. They just make it so much easier. Let me, so you can see this, what I'm doing. Okay, just blank background. Okay. You take it and you grab it so that this is right in the middle of your 2 little posts, your 2 little prongs, and then you turn and don't do that. Don't take it away. You want to leave it all snuggled in there, right where it was, and just keep turning, and that's going to create a closed loop. See that? Oh, can you see it? It's closing itself. Yeah, so nothing can fall out. And you can reorient it if you want it to stand straight up. But there, you have a nice little loop, and you are ready to go. You are rocking. This can be dangled from whatever you like. So, for example, if you have a paper clip, and you want to put it on your paper clip, you can already put it straight on your paper clip. It will work just fine. So get it on your paper clip, and then see where the 2 loops are in the bottom of your paper clip? Keep going. You want to have it where the 1 loop is. That's where it's not going to come off, okay? And that's a nice way you can make a little dangle. Isn't it as cute as a button? I know, I said it. Okay, so let's make another one, and we'll show some different ways. All right, I'm going to get, so that was with a head pin. Now with the eye pin, I don't have to worry about the seed beads at the bottom, but just depending on what you have, I just want you to know you can use multiple different things making these things. Okay, so let's just string up some beads. Okay, my eye pin has a mind of its own. It's got a little bent. They just sometimes do that. I'll try and straighten them out a little bit. If they're really far gone, maybe I'll let them go, but if they're not too bad, I'll use them. Yep, because it's okay. It's all okay. Oh, this is a really pretty little button. That might be cute for on top, huh? Yes, now your buttons in the middle don't show that much, so don't use your like favorite, expensive, you know, that kind of stuff buttons. Use the, I call them filler buttons. This is a shell one. That's actually a nice one. But yeah, use just regular buttons, and then use your really pretty one at the bottom and on the top, and another shell button. Okay, I'm just going to dig here and see if I can find some, like, yeah, different buttons, colors, different colors. You can use plastic, you can use glass, you can use metal. It's totally up to you. This one's going to have no seed beads in it. This is going to be a heavy little dangle. This would be something nice for the end of a sash. There's a glass Victorian button, but it's going in there. Oh, that's the way it goes sometimes. But it doesn't matter whether they're 2-holed or 4-holed. They will all work, and they'll all give you nice movement. Let's see what else we have in here. Yeah. Oh, we need a little lighter one, I think, right now. Here we go. A little lighter one. Okay, and now we're going to put that pretty little guy on top. Maybe I should put a dark one underneath. Maybe we'll give him a little neck. Do a fatter one there. Okay, we'll go a little off kilter and put Cutie Boo on top. And Cutie Boo is just a little plastic button. Nothing fancy, but it's kind of cute. So, let me get my little... All right, I'm going to do my curling again. Ready? Curl. Curl. You're going to see it come around now. Oop, there it is. It went under. Let me put it beside it. Yeah, it's better if it's beside it. Yeah, because less bulk. Okay, there we go. We have a nice curl there. Snuggity bug. Snuggity bug. All nice. We have a nice loop. Now you can, if you want, grab a jump ring And jump rings, when you add a jump ring, it's going to give you more danglage. It's going to give you more free flow. It just makes everything dangle very nicely. So if you're finding that your little dangle things don't dangle as well, try adding a jump ring here to whatever the two pieces you are trying to connect. It will make things dangle better. Now the thing about jump rings, some are thick and tough to work. Let's see, is that no, that's not, that's an eyelet, never mind. Some are thick, here's a thick one. I don't know if you can see this, but let me see if I can show you. Thicker, hard, I don't know if you can really see that, but thicker, hard, that doesn't really show it. But when they're thicker, they're harder to open. When they're thinner, they're easy to open. When they're bigger, they're easy to open too. But you'll find that jump rings have different strengths, different toughness. So this one, I can totally open this by myself. I don't need any fancy tools, which makes it very easy to pop that on there. And then let's say I want to connect that to a paper clip. Not a paper clip, a safety pin. I can just move that so you can see what I'm doing. Right, leave this on there and then just put both of them on there and then just close it back up. You go a little past, and the spring of the thing of the wire will bring it back right so it's like perfect. See that? And if you see a little gap, just squish it a little if you have to. Okay. And then we have, okay, let me back up a little bit so you can see. We have lots of dangle. I mean, this is like, woo, woo, this can go places and do things. It's very easy to wiggle dangle. Free flow, wiggle danglage. This one is connected right to the paper clip. This one is actually still pretty good, but you'll find that some other things, when you do that, it just doesn't free flow. Like if you're hanging it off a page tab that maybe you have punched an eyelet through, and then you're trying to connect this to the, like something through the eyelet, it's going to be better if you have a jump ring in there to put through there, because it's going to give more dangle. I didn't explain that well, but I'll show you when we're making one of those. So now, let's see if I have more paper. Yeah, I do. Okay, we have to grab a few more. I've got some little paper beads here, and we can make a little dangle like this. These are fun. All right, just put them out here. And what should we make it on? Let's, just for, to make it easy, I'm going to use an eye pin, so I don't have to fuss with the bottom. I just have to get an eye pin that's not stuck to the other eye pins. Come here, little, oh, don't you be going sliding off, you big tray of metal things. Okay, so I have an eye pin, and what do, I put a button on the bottom. So you can put any button, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use this kind of greenish gray button. I think that's kind of cool. And let's see, let's try to do something a little different. Maybe I'll put a second button on there. How about that? All right, and now I'm going to put one of my paper beads. Very easy to make. Just roll your paper up, and then I just put some gold paint on the end. I think I used a skewer, a bamboo skewer, to make those. That there, and then one little button on the end. Let's find one. Yep, don't run away, bead. Looking. You? No, maybe you. Yeah. Okay. All right, so here, maybe I can even put a little tiny white bead on top of there. I don't know. And now you got to be careful, because if you're going to run out of room, you don't have enough headroom here, which I might not. What you need to do, zoom in a little bit. It's very short, right? So instead of starting way down here, I might run out of wire. So I am going to come down here to the small end. You can do it either way, towards you or away from you. We'll try away from you. And this is going to make a smaller loop, but it'll all work. Yeah, so I've got enough. I can at least go around once. If you can at least go around once where you see that wire come together, you are golden. Yes. Okay, then get everybody all organized. And we have one piece already. Okay, we'll back up. And then we're just going to make the next one. And I gotta find some buttons, hang on. I'll do maybe a blue one, that's pretty. Looks like a clay button or something. And maybe let's do, oh, that's kind of pretty. This is one of these ones I decorated. That's kind of neat. We'll put that on there, put you to work. Maybe we'll use a little one. And, oh, I think I need to put something on the end of you. Just to have you pop a little bit. Let me get my gold gilding. Where are ya? Where are ya? Oh, maybe I'll do copper. That might be fun. We'll just do copper on this one. And I think I can stick this right in here. This is just gilding wax, gilding paste. There, see? It's now colored. Look how smooth that went. Boy, that's rare. Not bad at all, not bad at all. And you can mush it around a little bit if you want to spread the color, or just leave it as is. But gilding paste or gilding wax will work, or gold paint will work, or you can also come with gold markers, things like that, to color the ends of your little buttonage collection. Let's see what else we got here. Go in there and dig. Oh, I see a pretty pearl. Or not a pretty pearl, like some beads. What are you doing in here? You don't belong in there. Go over there. Ha! Got him out of the house. All right. They migrate, they transfer, they, want to hang out with each other. We have to have little talks with them. Here's a square button. Every once in a while you find a square button. So we're putting it in there, putting it to work. I'm going to put this guy in here. All right, so we need that. And then, should I try one more? I'm going to try one more if I can find a teeny tiny button here somewhere. Go deeper, Pam. You got them. Well, there's a smallish one. Let's try that one. Okay, now I've really shortened myself up here. Going a little closer. We're going to do the same thing. I think I've got enough to make a nice curl here, right about there. Whoop, don't want to come out of there. Stay in there. Stay in there, wait for the wire to wrap around. Just keep rolling it, rolling. And eventually you will see that wire come around. This time it went underneath. That's fine. Okay, and now I have these little things that I can connect. Now you can connect them together as you're making them. It's a little tricky, so I thought, if you can connect them with a jump ring too. But you can certainly connect them as you're rolling them together. I don't know if I can still show you that. Should I try? Okay, I'm gonna try and unroll this. I'm not very good at unrolling these, but let's see. Maybe I can do it. Okay, it's kind of weird and wonky, but let's see what happens. I'm going to now, this is what I did before. I put it together, and then when I start my curling, I have to keep it very close, and I have to get this thing to dangle into the curl. It has to be inside the curl in order to, whoop, I'm not on it. Inside the curl in order to be connected. If you can figure that out, you can dangle, and that can be your connector right there. And if that doesn't work, I guess it should work. I've done it twice now. But if that doesn't work, you can use a jump ring in between them, and that will work as well. It'll just give you a little bit more distance in between these sections. But I think these look kind of cool. And you can use it different book pages. You can use writing, text. This is music on top, I think, and the bottom one is, I think it's just a piece of paper, and I rubber stamped it, if I remember. Is that rubber stamping? I think it is. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that's a foreign language. What is that? I don't know. But anyway, it all looks pretty cool when you get done. So that's a couple ideas like that. So we've seen this and that and this and that. And on safety pins and paper clips. And let's try another few ideas. Okay, let me back you up a little bit. You seem like really close for some reason. All right, let me move all these dunsies over here. It doesn't take long to make them, as you see. But let's try a few more ideas. Okay, so what did I find? I found this little collection of little silver things with holes in them. And I think this is meant for you to stamp something on there with a metal stamp, like you're going to hammer it in there. And I have that gizmo, but I'm not going to show that today. I'm just going to use this as a dangle. And I'm going to take an eye pin, grabbing the same connected one. Okay. I'm going to grab an eye pin, and I'm just going to, where's my pliers? These are needle nose jewelry pliers. Okay, let me put that, okay, back here. I'm going to take you close for this. I'm just going to open that ring. Now you can use 2 pliers to do this, but these aren't that strong that I can't open it. So just open it just a little. Just a little. It's barely open. See, it's open? And now I've got enough room to hang this on there. Am I in? No, I don't have enough room to hang this on there. Okay, so now I'm going to open it more. That's what you do. Yeah. Okay, right, a little more. Okay, now I'm definitely in this time. I'm feeling good about, see how much it's open? It's open a lot. If I can't get this on, then I'm going home. I'm already home. Oh, well. Okay, it's on. And let's see if got to get it in there. And it's got to be in there to close it. It's fiddly. I kid you not. It's fiddly. This was easier in my youth when I used to do jewelry. But if you got good eyes or you got a good pair of readers, This can be a lot of fun. So you can make a lot of pretty little things that go with your junk journals. Closures, spine dangles, page dangly tab things. See? Now, here's another option. Okay, so you're trying to do something like that, and it's just too fiddly, Pam. You just like, I can't, it's too much. Make it easier. Okay, so this is how you make it easier. You take your eye pin, and then you grab a jump ring. Okay, grab one of these. I don't know, get like a, okay, that's a big one. It's going to be easy to open, so I'm going to use this one. And then you're going to open it, because it's easy to open with your hands. You've got to find out where the opening is. Here it is. Okay, here, open. Okay, now you're going to grab one of these and put it on. And then you're going to grab this and put it on. Okay, and then you're going to go back past it a little bit, and it should spring back right to where it should be. Yeah, that's the memory recoil of the wire. And now all of a sudden, you've got this. So you are dangling. You see that? It's free flow dangle. Always good with a jump ring. It might look better with a smaller jump ring, but then you're going to probably have to use the needle nose pliers in order to open. And sometimes you have to use 2 needle nose pliers, or you can use this to grab one side of the wire and then open the ring with that. But we're talking dainty and eyes of a 20-year-old to do that. Okay, so it's not me anymore. Okay, but we have these, and we can do things, so we can put pretty things on here. All right, so let's just load up some buttons on here, since that's what we're doing. If I can, I want to show you like a clear black background. It's not clear, it's opaque. That's what I'm trying to say. A background so you can actually see what's going on. But you can add things to the bottom of the eye pin. That's what I'm trying to say, is that you can add little fun danglies back down there. And, oh, here we have an odd little bead of randomness. Maybe we're just going to put them on there. Yeah, you can mix beads in with your buttons. That's totally fine. Maybe I'll put the bead on top. I think that'll look pretty. Do not roll away. I know what you're thinking. I got him in a little cup. He can't go anywhere. Yeah, he was going to do the escape stage left maneuver, but I'm like, no, I'm totally onto you. Totally onto you. All right, I need to find a dark button, just because I'm going with the contrast here. And it doesn't have to be. You don't have to follow a pattern, but you can. So I'm just going to do a little black and white theme going on here. It's just because I have a lot of black and white buttons, so that's a nice little theme, easy to use. And then I'm going to put one more little black button. Come on, I guess I have a lot more white buttons than black buttons. Okay, there's one dark button. And these aren't necessarily super old. They're just, these are just plastic buttons, but they're really cute when you put them together with a little idea in mind. And then maybe we'll put this big bead on. Go on there. Find a hole. All right, we got that. Looking cute, right? And then maybe, yep, I'm going to come with a seed bead. I'm going to finish it off with a little, it's like a medium-sized seed bead. I don't know the number. They're just kind of the bigger ones. Maybe you can see from my fingers how big they are compared to a thumbnail. Okay. And now, isn't that cute? I mean, that'd be a cute earring. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm flashing back to my jewelry days. Going to do, again, the loopy-loo. Bring you a little closer. Loopy-loo. Okay. Rolling, waiting for it to peek out the up. There it is, coming around. And you can squash it together a little bit if you got spread there. It's okay. You can just give it a little squeeze like this. Yeah, everybody's together. Everybody and their brother is all nestled in. And you are good. And you can hook that onto whatever you like. But this is a fun thing to do with buttons. And buttons are really cool in junk journal making because they just bring everything, like sound, color, texture. Here's a wooden button. Let's start with wood. Okay. And then maybe we're going to do, what else can we do here? Hold on. All right, I have something that I can show you that might be fun. It's very easy. I think we made it another time, but I'm just going to make a quick pile of buttons here. And this is a great way to blow through your button collection. I mean, let's face it. Let's use this stuff, right? What do we have it for? To have fun, right? Okay, so you just go deep, go in there, maybe pull a shank out, and you pull out some buttons that you were afraid to use. Yeah, you were saving them for whatever, you know what I mean? You know, that magical day, you know, let's Let's just say today's that day. That's it. Today's the day. That one doesn't look, I'm not following any pattern. I'm doing random buttonage here. So what's that? Oh, we got all sorts of interesting buttons here. Okay, I like the ones with the little bits of thread. I think you're focusing for me. Still stuck in them. I think it's kind of cool. There's something, I don't know, neat about it. Sewing, little, I don't know, it's cute. I just wanted to say it's cute. Okay, so I've got lots of room here. What could I stick on there? Maybe I got another bead. Hold on. All right, this one had a little pink in it, so I found a pink pearly bead. So we're going to put that in there. And I'm not done yet. One more of these seed beads on top, just to give it closure, completeness. Okay, and we'll do the quick twirl. I've shown you that up close, so I can just do this quick now for you. When you start doing this, it's really easy to do. Actually, it's not hard. It happens pretty fast. But I think I'd like to dangle something extra at the bottom. Am I giving you good viewage? See that it has a little silver thing. But I came across this little hoo-ha in my collection. It's just a paper clip with a piece of book page wrapped around it, a caramel book page, and then I just did a tiny rubber stamp, inked the edges, glued it, but I thought that would be really cute to dangle from here. I don't know why, I feel it. So let's do it. I would, in this case, grab another jump ring because I don't feel like opening that again. So grab one of these easy to opens. And you'll know, and I would recommend, I don't even know how to tell because I don't know if they show whether they're hard to open or easy to open on the packaging, but you might have to buy a few different brands to see which is the kind that you like. Now, that right through there, and then don't close it yet. Nope. Put it right through here, right through there. There you go. And then get your little fingers in there and close it up. Oh, I spread it out. Now I'm going to bring it back close together again. Oh, goodness gracious, so fiddly. See, I'm doing this without my glasses. I want you to know. Okay, it's together. All right, see that? So now we got something going down here. Yeah, we got a little extra dangle. Whoop, I'll show you that way. So lots of little dangly things. You can keep going. You can make this the top of your spine dangle, and you can use this bigger jump ring to hold all your other things coming off it. So this could be the topper of your poof. You know what I mean? Like poof of spine danglage of stuff coming through. Now, because this is an easy to open junk ring, what I would do if you're going to hang a lot of stuff from this, I would probably come back and put another one of those in just for reinforcement. In case for any reason that little opening opens prematurely. Let's see if we can get it through the hole. It's kind of a tiny, yep, oh yeah, no problem. And okay, everything's good. So now I've got double jump ring. So I would secure everything through the double jump ring. And that way you're not going to be worried if one comes open a bit. Okay, so that might be a little tip or trick. And yeah, so I think that might be the little examples here. Let me just put that. And you can also dangle, and I know we're only talking shank or no, flat buttons today, but you can dangle a shank button from the very bottom, and the shank is that little, it almost looks like an eye pin, or it might look like this. You just have to make sure that your eye pin will go through whatever it is. It'll go through that, definitely. So these old Victorian glass style buttons, it'll go through those. So let's see what we made. Where did we put all this stuff? Okay, here are all our little collection of wayouts. I know, right? These are way out there. Remember that little idea? If you don't have the seed beads, you can just, I didn't show it to you. I didn't show you that little trick, did I? Okay, so what I did, let me show you quickly. I took, it's nothing really. I took a piece of paper and one of these little tiny punches, and it doesn't even have to be a punch. You could just use a little piece of paper or a little piece of fabric and just punch it out. Okay. I have to look at it so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, I got a star. And then it is easier if you poke a hole in it with something sharp, and I'm going to use a safety pin to do that, just to give a place for the pin of the, don't poke yourself, just gently go between the two fingers, gingerly, you know what I mean? Like that. That's all you want is a little starter hole. And then when you come along with your head pin, the one with the little head on the end of it, Just a shorter one here. Then you got a place to put that, and then that'll become that's your stopper. And then you can put your buttons on. And everything is dandy. It won't go falling off. See, it just stops everything. So you use what you got, improvise. We are crafters. We can find ways around things. So let me just put that out here, these dangle doodads. And so there's a lot of other things that you can do with buttons, but I just thought we'd focus on a few small ideas. Sometimes when you get a whole bushel full of ideas at once, I don't know, this is what happens to me. I get overwhelmed and I'm like, oh, they all sound great. And I remember one, you know what I mean? Like 1 out of the 10 or whatever. And then I forget the others. So I thought we'd just play with some simple ideas and have some fun with our flat black buttons. So take care, everybody. Oh, I know. Yeah, let me see. He's not here. Wait, hang on. Let me go find him. All right, here we go. I'm coming in. Here I come. Mom went to look for me, and here I am. I'm here, everybody. Hello, Alice, Susan, Constance, Patricia, and everybody. I'm just saying a big hello to all. I'm going to yawn now. And I'm awake today. I was over on the couch, and Mom came and got me. She said it was time for a pup date. And I would just like to say that the squirrel population is very good in our backyard. Yes. And I am on chief security alert. Are you alert? Are you alert? I'm not. Okay, I'm looking a little sleepy, I know. But most of the time when the squirrels are there, I'm alert, right, Mom? Yes, you are. You are right on top of it. Are there squirrels in the dog park? The dog park? Did you? There are squirrels in the dog park, and I am on full-scale alert. Yes, let me tell you, it's full. Okay, I'm going back to sleep now. Okay, all right. So I have to go back to work because apparently I'm on full-scale alert. Love y'all. Bye. Okay, Sonny. Thank you. Love the words from you, baby. Okay, you go do your thing. Yep, right back in the bed. Okay, so welcome everybody who is new. This is a place where we play with paper and just have fun. Thank you very much for sharing your time and hanging out here. If you don't know, my videos come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. My podcasts come out Tuesdays and Thursdays with new audio material. And I have video podcasts on the other days of the week, which are viewable on Spotify. Or I also have 25% off in my merchandise shop right now, all the way through end of November 30th, 2022. You can get 25% off any t-shirt or sweatshirt or zipped hoodie and more with the phrase "create with reckless abandon" or "everything is a craft supply until proven otherwise." That's going on right now. And also, I have a free monthly emailed newsletter. If you haven't signed up for that, you might want to do that. Why? Because you get a free digital image emailed to you every month, along with a checklist of supplies, a note from the bookmaker which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it, a page list of ideas, all sorts of fun things, and junk journal tips, updates from me, peeks at my new DigiKits coming out, and a whole host of other things. And I also have an Etsy shop if you're interested in journals, bundles, DigiKits, FUNDLEs, which are collections of old paper and interesting paper, or my print and mail service if you don't like to print out the DigiKits yourself. All of that can be found in my Etsy shop, and the information is located there. Also, I have an Amazon shop. If you're looking for favorite tools and supplies that you see me here use on the videos, you can find links to them there. You can also find a lot of this stuff in your regular craft stores. Check them out there. And I have... and then you can find me on Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook group, and Instagram. And come and join our Facebook group. We're having a lot of fun doing weekly and monthly challenges over there, as well as seeing what you guys make from these videos. Remember, most of all, fun can be simple, even with some buttons. Create with reckless abandon, everybody. Go have some fun today. Take care. Bye-bye.